When it comes to homemade food from scratch, I'm always up for the task. Join me today as we make these delicious Italian meatballs and meat sauce. Okay, so the ingredients that we need for this recipe: Parmesan cheese, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, some black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm also going to be using organic grass-fed ground beef, 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of milk, and 1 cup of Italian panko breadcrumbs and fresh basil. So we're going to begin with 1 cup of breadcrumbs in our bowl and add in the 1/4 cup of milk and give those a nice stir. Next, I'm going to be adding in fresh basil, salt, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and black pepper. Once those are in, we're going to crack in 1 egg into our mixture and also add in the ground beef and some shredded cheese. I always like to buy blocks of cheese and shred them myself, but you can also buy the pre-packaged ones that have already been done for you. I'm also going to be adding some parsley flakes as shown on the screen. Then we're going to begin doing the mixing. Once we mix it a little bit, we're going to add in about 1 tablespoon of olive oil and continue kneading the meat with our hands until everything is properly mixed to perfection. Set that on the side, and then we're going to begin assembling our ingredients for the sauce. I'm going to start with some Roma tomatoes, 1 bell pepper, 1 bulb of garlic, and 1 full onion. Add in some salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning and olive oil. Then we'll stick that into the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes until everything is perfectly roasted. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Angie, and it's always a delight to have you on board. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continuous support. It means a whole lot to me. So I'm just going to make some medium-sized rounds using the ground beef like so. These are about the ping pong sized, or a golf ball size, I would say. Give me about 13 meatballs for 1 pound, but you can always reduce the sizes. So 30 minutes later, my veggies are properly roasted, and I'm just going to transfer them into my blender, and we're going to give that a nice blend. Add in some water or veggie broth or chicken broth, and then mix everything good. And also, one thing I forgot to mention is that I added in some fresh basil. Those are the little green things that you're seeing in the blender. Pour back the contents into the cast iron pan and then transfer it onto the oven top, where we're going to be adding in some tomato paste, some paprika for beautiful color and flavor, and then give everything a quick mix. Then add in the meatballs. I had not roasted the meatballs to perfection because I didn't want to over dry them, so I'm just going to let the cooking process finish on the stove top. Kitchen smells so amazing. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Homemade or anything made from scratch should never be so complicated. This took me less than 1 hour to assemble everything and cook it. We served this with some spaghetti and it was a hit. My kids loved it. Hubby loved it. I loved it. So for more videos like this, make sure that you are subscribed, share, and also don't forget to turn on that notification bell.